Arkadaşlar selamlar. Hepinize günaydınlar diliyorum veya uyanlara da iyi geceler diliyorum. Çünkü sabahın çok erken bir saatindeyiz. Saat 6:30. Street Fighter 6'nın 7. yayında karşınızdayız arkadaşlar. 7. yayında Kami'yi kullanacağız. Yaklaşık bir saatlik bir yayın olacak. Bakalım Kami nasıl bir karakter, nasıl bir oynanış vaat ediyor. Hep beraber göreceğiz. Bu arada canlı yayınlarımızın tamamında canlı sohbet uygulamamız açık arkadaşlar. Bizimle eğer uyanıksanız canlı sohbet aracılığıyla sohbet edebilirsiniz. Kısa bir başlık oluşturma sonrası oyuna başlayacağız arkadaşlar. Şu an sizdeyim arkadaşlar. Hadi bakalım. Tamam. Şuna oturalım. Hop hop hop dur. Bir oturma. Bir oturma. Neredesin Kemi? Tamam. Şimdi oturabiliriz arkadaşlar. Dövüşü kime karşı yapıyoruz? Bir görelim arkadaşlar. Kemi'ye Kemi.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Player one in that dangerous burnout. Big trouble here. The stun is gonna leave them defenseless. Player one has used up all of their drive boost. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Gets him.
Hangisi olduğunu bile anlamadım biliyor musun?
Takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Players down to the wire. Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. They get the stun. This is
Tamam. Sağlam dayak yedik. Kemi'den hiçbir şey anlamadığım için arkadaşlar buradan direkt çıkacağım. Ama kötü bir karakter değil Kemi bu arada, onu söyleyeyim size. Tamam. Vay. Güzel. Tamam. En üst seviye süperimiz buymuş arkadaşlar. Küçük süperimiz. Bu da diğer süperimiz. Atma 1. Atma 2. Güzel. Karakter güzel, kolay bir karaktere benziyor arkadaşlar ama bakacağız. Vay anasını satayım. Yani en uçtan uca da vuruyor arkadaşlar bu arada. Karakter öyle bir karakter. Yani şu an uçtan ucayız. Görüyorsunuz. Mesela Luke'un veya Ken'in böyle bir şeyi yok. Vuruşu. Güzel. Vallahi kız efsane. Süper, gel bakalım. DJ geldi.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Beginning operation.
Bring the heat. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Lots of aggression from both sides. The impact gets blocked. Player one will be in a world of hurt as their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty.
Aferin sana.
The block is also weak. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Next hit will end the round. KO!
Güzel. Çocuğa hiçbir şey yapamadık ama.
Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Experiencing burnout. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. A quick breather. Player one holding on to that Chrome from above. This is gonna hurt. This releases some big damage. KO. Player two brings
Bununla bir daha oynayabilirim arkadaşlar.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Çıktı. Ama Kemi güzel bir karaktermiş arkadaşlar. Yani şimdiye kadar oynadığım en kolay karakter diyebilirim, öyle söyleyeyim size. Yine aynı işçi geldi galiba.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throw whips. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Taking stock. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off here. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Next hit will end the closes out the round with a fireball. Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Misses the drive impact. Oh, feints?
Yavrum benim.
Maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive down. Still slugging it out at this range.
Yavrum benim.
Knockdown and KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Biraz da alışacağız arkadaşlar şeye. Kemiğe. Dediğim gibi kötü bir karakter değil çünkü.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in.
Here comes a new challenge.
Tamam. Kendine bir de kendine bakalım.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Arkangelus. Bu arkadaşla bir kere daha dövüştüm arkadaşlar. Bakalım.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Trips them up. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Combo with the target combo. In a dire
Çok
situation,
güzeldi. Aferin sana.
can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown. Opt for the throw to close it out. Player 1 hits them the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Nice read with the cannon spike. Timely side pitch there.
Aferin sana. Harikasın.
Gets out of the corner. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Big opportunity now in this corner. Barely drop KO.
Güzel. Bu sefer de o aldı.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a hits him with a stop and pop. Throw leaves him wide open. Just goes for it at this range. This unleashes some big damage. The jump in is denied. Getting up close and quick knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1
Güzel.
looking at a grim situation with burnout. They push their way out of the corner. Off of me. Player twirls them from above. This is gonna hurt. Oh, putting it on. Just what they were after.
O aldı.
Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first rock piston leaves some big damage. Jumps up. Nice solid counter. What a clean counter. Gets a chance with that jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner.
Güzel. Aferin.
Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again. KO. Player 2
Güzel dövdü.
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nice counter. Still slugging with experience and burnout. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. And they create an off of me. Throws them. Knockdown and their life just flatlines them.
Şu an yediğim arkadaşlar savunma yapamamamın verdiği bir hata mesela bende.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Box him with a target combo. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Not much left in the tank. Burnout activates. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. A quick breather. Who will capitalize on an opening first? KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Immediate jump. Are we going to see Pintum with a stop and pop? And a super activation.
Güzel.
Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Throw connects and does the
Güzelsin.
experiencing burnout. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes, the Delta Red Assault. This is an awesome knee. Will they go all in without drive? What a finish! Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Make all the right move dedi.
Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They exchange blows. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 has used up all of
Aferin
their
sana.
time. That attack landed for a counter hit.
Harikasın.
Have to decide how to follow up. KO.
Çocuk iyi geldi.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Sure you can?
Harikasın.
Changes things up with an overhead. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits him with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Low heavy. A super arc. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Carries them all the way to the corner and what a finish.
Güzel aldın. Güzel aldın. Aferin sana.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to think. Nice read with the cannon spike. Any developments early in the round will set the
Güzel.
table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner smash. Life lead opens up. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now,
Allah Allah.
hits them with a stop and pop. Burnout activates. Player 1
Çok kötüyüm şu an.
Burnout. Untouchable. Impetuous.
Çok kötüyüm. Çok çok. Yani sürekli arkasında kaldım. Zıpladı arkada kaldım. Zıpladı arkada kaldım. Salak gibi oynadım bunu.
They can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs.
Allah Allah.
Oh, whiffs the drive impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
Çok çok kötü oynuyorum ya.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Overdrive cannon spike. Dashes up. Still slugging it out at this range. Opts for the overdrive to get a nice yo. Put that away. Nice read with the cannon spike. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Experiencing burnout. In there.
Savunmayı niye geri çekme yerine tuş yapmadılarsa onu bir türlü anlamıyorum ya.
Finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Stays cool and counters. Jump in, finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 chases them down.
Allah Allah.
Solid corner pressure. This round is over. Knockdown. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Nice read with a cannon spike. Gets the jump in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Flashes it.
Allah Allah.
Holding on to that corner advantage. Grabs and throws him away. Player burnout activates. Knockdown experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but will this super art do anything? Oh.
Çok iyi yakaladı.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Çıktı bu da.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
He lan ben mi girdim diyorum.
Medium kick hit. Oh my god, they just choked it up! This is the flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Uses the target combo as a filler. Slight miscalculation on the air.
Kendi mesela komplilik olarak bayağı iyi bir şey. Karakter. Çünkü yerden, ortadan, havadan her yerden iyi.
What'll be the setup here? Knockdown. Big counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Player 1 chases them down. Quick dashing. Going in. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage.
Yeni biri geldi bakalım arkadaşlar. Bu arada R1 ne işe yarıyor? Şuna bir bakacağım. Olmazsa R1'i ben savunmaya atacağım arkadaşlar.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? Oh, with the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 in that
Çok güzeldi.
burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Going on the offensive? Oh, whip!
Vay çok güzel, aferin.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They were right to be on guard there. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range.
Güzel.
Around there, the hit throw crowns him from above. Knockdown and a super art.
Süper.
Oh, no question
İyi
whether
yakaladı
the
yani.
super art is going to kill or not. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big counter. The throw misses. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner.
Güzeldi.
Knocks them into the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is there. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously.
Hoppala.
Smart decision there.
Yapma.
Check damage was enough. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits the drive reversal. They were right to be on guard there. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of super art. Looking to impress with this super. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Cannon fight! Too far out. Nice read with the cannon fight. Closing it
İyi
out
yakaladı.
with the super art finish. Nice and clean. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish.
Güzel yakaladı kız.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Overdrive cannon spike. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Takes a trip. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Does a good job of pushing back. Taking stock. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Overdrive cannon spike. Knockdown and risky up post scrap still going. XKO.
Allah canını aldı ya.
Player 2 with a good start to the fight. But can they keep it up? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Stop the attack by using a drive there. Nice read with the cannon spike. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Takes a trip. Player 1 will have got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Big chance with the stun, but they gotta set the table properly here. They were right to be on guard there. What'll happen? Burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback? Yo, critical art now? Player auto back. KO.
Çok güzel yakaladı.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weakened. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The big
Çok iyi
play-
yakaladı.
Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start charges forward. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round.
Yavrum benim, onu ne araya yedin ya.
Guess they didn't need it. Big opportunity now in this corner. Experiencing burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh no, they're stunned. Going in. Not much life difference. Reverse edge cuts them down. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player's good decision with that.
Güzel.
Let's ground them from above. This is gonna hurt. Both sides getting ready. Ooh.
Güzel, harikasın.
Can they wanna finish?
Süper aldı.
Was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. They timed that just right to get the perfect parry. Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Can they outlast it? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Takes a trip. Oh, they're in the corner now, experiencing burnout. Player 1, they
Yapma.
KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stop and block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? They were right to be on guard there. Player 2 can build off this lead. Charges forward. Big stage flow. Looking to impress with this super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Not much life difference. Player 2 is in a pretty... burnout activates. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Efe selam, hoş geldin kardeşim, ne habersin? Aynen, uzun zaman oldu. Nasıl gidiyor, ne var ne yok?
Going to play out. Are we going to witness a blow up here? Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Opts for the throw.
İyi yakaladı.
Was well in range to score the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Parries the attack. Taking stock. At this KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night.
Güzel, ne oynuyorsun bakalım?
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some... There's the drive.
Yapma.
Going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do is perfect KO. They were in
Perfect
full
gittik ya.
control there. Last
Ha, anladım.
people, both fighters gotta go all in.
Güzel.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Smart play with the throw. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1, how did they read that throw? This is gonna hurt. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Turns out. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Ooh, what a smart flow. Player 2 is in a very good. Oh no, Rock super hit. Will this super art do anything?
Çok pis yakaladım be.
For the kill with that super. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ken geldi.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Player 2 with the life lead. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. They break things off to take a quick breather. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 1 is almost dead, but he's perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure
Bu salaklardan geldiği zaman bu salakları hiç oynamayacaksınız arkadaşlar. Direkt bırakacaksınız.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Uses the target combo as a filler. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive movement. Both fighters planning something? Perfect KO. They were in full control there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Tamam. Şimdi salak gibi mutlu olabilirsin. Futbolda da arkadaşlar mesela sürekli kayanlar oluyor ya, onlara mesela hiç oynamıyorum, direkt çıkıyorum. Hani ezikçe geliyor. Mesela eskiden 2008'de ranking maçlarda dünyada bayağı iyi bir seviyedeydik. Mesela orada ilk 200'dekiler, ilk 500'dekiler mesela hayatta kaymazlar. Sadece oyunu oynarlar. Mesela burada da iyi oyuncular sürekli Hadouken oynamıyor. Öyle bir salaklık içine girmiyorlar yani.
Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Hadi bakalım.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Low heavy? What are they thinking here? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws him.
Çok güzeldi.
Takes a grip. Player one chases them down. In a dire situation, overdrive cannon spike. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage.
Güzel.
Experiencing burnout. Player one needs to hold comes from
Vay orada. Harikasın.
They took advantage of every chance. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Quick spin move. That's some big juicy death. Ah, burnout activates. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Harika.
Here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player one has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious ends the meter.
İyi yakaladı.
Good return. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. This is going to hurt. Player one, yo, critical art now. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they're gonna think of a follow-up. What now? Player, yo, you got a cheat sheet? Oh man.
Çok güzeldin be. Çok iyi yakaladı. Zamanlaması müthişti adam.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Harikasın.
Tech the throw. Steps in for the throw. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Uncomfortable takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Takes a trip. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Life lead opens up. Freeze them.
Wow wow wow.
KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Overdrive cannon spike. Jumps in. Player two is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Risky up-close scraps hits them with a stop and buy.
Güzel.
Player one can't experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very good sets up with the jump in. KO.
Çok kötü yenildim be. İlki okey de bu gerçekten kötü yenildim bunda.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Get them with smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Zones with the fireball. Grabs and throws them away. Knockdown and they were right to be on guard there. Manages to block the jump in attack. Blocks it. You've gotta be mindful of.
İnsanlar savunmayı çok iyi kullanıyorlar arkadaşlar benden benim dışımda. Mesela ben savunmayı çok iyi kullanamıyorum. Ama insanlar gördüğünüz gibi savunmayı baya iyi kullanıyorlar.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
The first round to gets the throw out of the hooligan. Smart aggressive play there. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Will this super art connect? Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Are we going to see a comeback here? Next hit will end the round. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Bizim rakip geldi arkadaşlar, bakalım yine şey geldi. Blanka.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Beginning operation.
Showtime! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Charges in with authority. The drive parry was successful. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. All right, player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow
Güzeldi.
up. Where is their opening? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford this KO.
Güzeldi.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big, low, reaching heavy. Overdrive cannon spike. Risk experiencing burnout. Both fighters just goes for it at this range. Player 1, they're going for the super arch. Spin drive smasher assault. What's coming next? What'll happen here? How can they stick the low?
Ya bunu humble gibi yedim.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 1 has used up all of their drive range. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reaction to it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Gets the knockdown, and now? Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
Yemin ediyorum çok
And continues on the offensive. Flawless round.
çok kötü oynadım. İnanılmaz kötü.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Long low attack hits. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Gets through the opening. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? The fighters takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Sticks the jump in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's KO? Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Well, nice read with the cannon spike. Nice counter. This may be it. Takes them all the way to experiencing burnout. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Breaks those shins. Goes for the jump in. Smart play with the throw. Knockdown and so little life left. The counter.
Yapma.
Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw.
Ya bu ne salakça bir sistem ya.
Opts for the throw, takes a trip. Player one is in burnout, drives off the table. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Neither of them willing to back off. Gets some. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Throw leaves them wide open. Overdrive cannon spike. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Burnout activates. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. The low kick hits. Finishes with
Allah Allah.
well, listen. When you're locked in, you're locked
10
in.
dakika daha oynayacağım arkadaşlar bu kemiyle. Bundan sonra muhtemelen şu karakter deneme olaylarına bırakacağım arkadaşlar çünkü sıkılmaya başladım.
Going to play out. Are we going to witness a blow up here? Nice read with the cannon spike. The attack is parried. Below heavy hits. Counter hit throw there. Those hit harder than normal throws and really pile on the pressure. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Combo with the target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are barely enough. Nice read with the cannon spike. Player two experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something?
Haydi.
One, the corner throw ends it. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Burnout activates. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Going in, a super art. They're going for the super art. Hits them with a 96 killer bee spin. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Can they create an opportunity for cannon spike? Cannon spike? Their life is hanging by what a finish! Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready.
Ay tüküreceğim bu hareketine ya. Nasıl sinir oluyorum şu hareketi anlatamam.
Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off in a dire situation. They can't. Burnout activates. They were not clear for takeoff. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to charge us forward. Slices the ankle. Sticks experiencing burnout. Still slugging it out at this range. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. That's a counter. Quick breather. Like going on the offensive? Off for the arrows. The low. What'll happen? They're going for the super art. Player one can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Beni de bayağı şaşırdı ha bu kemi.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Immediate jump ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Flushes that off and keeps going. Their spacing is so on point that digs in deep to get that drive in. Uses the gauge for a super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean.
Tamam. Bu arada bu son dövüş arkadaşlar.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Beginning operation.
Don't expect me to be a pusher. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Both fighters' drive gauges are empty. Let's see how this affects the neutral game. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state takes a trip. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is turning out to be a complete war. Scrapping it out up close. Experiencing
Aferin
burnout.
sana.
Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. With the throw. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone burnout activate. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Experiencing burnout. A quick breather. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. The drive's off the table. What else have they got? Player 1 will look to apply off of me. Throws them. Going in. We have super arts on deck. Sends the meter in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting. Give them the biscuits and the tea. This is gonna hurt. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Turns out. Oh man, nothing stops this train.
Aferin sana, harikasın.
This could really tip the scales. Player 1 isn't all the throw connects. Throws out cannon spike. Throws them. Oh, yo, Ross, over here. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's that off of me? Player 1 can't use it. How did they read that throw? Both fighters are playing with a full game. Oh.
Yapma ya. Böyle salakça yenildiğim zaman sinir oluyorum.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Going on the offensive? Breaks the block with a throw. They were right to be on guard there. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what KO?
Güzeldi.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. G-right kick for a mix-up. Nice read with a cannon spike. Player picks him with a stop and pop. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in. Player 2 will look to apply pressure. It's a good spot.
Yakaladı.
Super. Closing it out with a super hard kick.
KO almış olabilir. Perfect.
Taking no prisoners.
Kimine şişirdin beni be.
You're locked in. You're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Son dövüş yapıyoruz arkadaşlar. Sonra yayın sonlanıyor.
We ain't even close to done yet. The jump in catches. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Their super gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2.
Box him with a target combo. Player one chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to back
Ya bu yanlış mesela bu.
Looking to impress with this super. Both fighters planning something. Experiencing burnout. Big throws. Knockdown and... Yo, put that away.
Güzeldi, aferin sana.
Still scrapping for control of the space. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What's next? Player one can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Uses that wall pressure. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Smooth sets up with the jump in. This may turn into a big chance. Target combo into impact squat. Player one is in burnout cannon spike. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Will this super art do anything? Looking to follow up after that, turning it right up with the super. Okay, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Raw super art incoming. What a finish!
Yapma. Çok salak gibi yenildim.
Player two
Ama
gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Kemi'nin yayınının da sonuna geliyoruz arkadaşlar. Artık karakter denemekten sıkıldım çünkü. Bugün gün içerisinde gerçi arkadaşlar deneyelim, böyle de zevkli oluyor ya. En azından Kemi de ötekini hani biraz şişsek de şu karakterlerin tamamını deneyelim size. En azından karakterlerin hareketlerini vesaire falan görmüş olun. En sonunda da muhtemelen benim arkadaşlar favori karakterim ya Luke olacak, ya Ryu olacak, ya Ken olacak. Bu üçünden bir tanesiyle de artık şeylere böyle ciddi bir şekilde bütün kombolarını öğrenip oynamaya başlayabiliriz. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ediyorum arkadaşlar. Sağlıcakla kalın.